As we prepare to welcome colleagues back to Lakeview House, we know quite a bit has changed since we were last here. We have put in place some strict controls and procedures to protect you from COVID-19. Please follow these procedures at all times, and if you have any concerns, please contact your line manager. This communication outlines the controls that must be applied. They are intended to ensure consistent measures across our site in line with the government's recommendations on social distancing. For example, 2 metres distance minimum at all times wherever possible. It is very important to maintain good hygiene levels. Regularly washing your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds is highly advisable. This is important at all times, but especially important prior to starting work, before and after lunch breaks, and before going home. Before leaving home, if you or a family member is ill or experiencing any of the flu symptoms or have a high temperature, please call your line manager and email hr@crosswater.co.uk for advice on attendance. When travelling to Lakeview House, please avoid the use of public transport and use a private vehicle, walk or cycle. Please watch the following short video to understand the plan in more detail. Entering and leaving the building. To ensure we maintain social distancing and to manage congestion in the main entry and exit points, we will stagger starting and leaving times. On arrival at work, only one person should occupy the stairs at any time, and any queuing should follow the social distancing rules. Use the stairs and not the lifts, unless you have a special dispensation to use the lifts. There will be a one-way traffic system which will be well signed. Avoid contact with doors where possible using the badge system to operate the new auto door opening in the main entry and exit points. Workstation management. To ensure the appropriate social distancing, we will designate some desks as out of use. This prohibition will be clearly signed as no parking via a cone or box used to show the desk is out of use. All employees will have access to tissues and a bin of their own use. This is intended for frequent cleaning of workstations. We will now adhere to a complete clear desk policy. This means that nothing should be left on the desks at the end of the day to ensure easier cleaning. Additionally, there will be perspex screens set up to protect you between desks. You must ensure that you stay inside the screened area away from your colleagues. Meetings. All meeting rooms and spaces will be out of use. Meetings must continue to be managed via virtual methods like Zoom, Skype and Microsoft Teams, even if all attendees connect from their individual workstations. For those who can attend via webcam, then continue to use this method, and for those who do not have a webcam, use the dial-in facility from a mobile if at home, or a desk phone if in the office. Cafe. To ensure appropriate social distancing, we will designate some tables and chairs as out of use, and this prohibition will be clearly signed. There will only be 10 spaces available in the cafe for sitting at any one time. When queuing to buy lunch, we must observe the social distancing rules, and the lunch pick-up and buying times will be staggered, according to groups to minimise queuing numbers. There will be no use of dishwashers. Please wash your own mug, water bottle, crockery and cutlery and keep it at your desk. Tea and coffee facilities. To ensure appropriate social distancing, these stations must be used by one person at a time and should be limited to making a drink for that person only. If a queue develops when using the facility, then 1. Social distancing should be observed, and 2. Check if another station on the floor is available. There will be no use of dishwashers. Please wash your own mug, water bottle, crockery and cutlery and keep it at your desk. Smoking and breaks. All breaks will be set, timed and staggered to ensure social distancing. To ensure appropriate social distancing is maintained, smoking breaks should be staggered. Smokers should smoke in the designated areas marked out by floor tape. Warehouse operations. To ensure that social distancing is maintained at all times, including the entry and exit points, cafe and corridors, shared equipment must be cleaned before and after every use. Where a lift is used to move material, this must be managed by only one person at a time. The lift buttons should be wiped down with an antibacterial wipe after use. Two-person activities that cannot include the 2 metre social distancing rules must be completed with masks and by adopting a back-to-back position if safe to do so. Only one non-logistics office-based colleague is allowed to enter the logistics office area at a time, with an absolute maximum of 8 persons. Walkways and corridors. New walkways and one-way traffic will be defined by marked out floor tape. It is all staff's responsibility to be considerate of social distancing when walking through the office. If other methods of communications can be used, like email or telephone, they should be, to minimise the need for movement. Hygiene conduct and direction. Hand washing in general. Wash your hands on entry to the building. Wash your hands before and after entering any new area, for example, the cafe or toilet, etc. Where hand dryers are in use, please use these instead of towels. Hygiene conduct and direction. Entering and leaving the toilets. We encourage the use of toilets relative to the floor that you work on. Use hand sanitizers placed outside the toilet doors on entry and exit. Close doors and lock with a tissue and bin it. Wash hands according to guidance. Where hand dryers are in use, please use these instead of towels, and open doors with fresh tissue and bin it. It's important that we all adhere to this guidance to ensure we make Lakeview House a safe and happy environment to work within. Thank you for watching our video and for your focused attention.